As you go through the IBS Offline Pro, you need to take note of changes that you need to make in the original Word documents. The original Word documents are tagged, and maybe the tags did not read correctly. Let's look at one lesson. In H1 to start, a swift link from the graphic link tab indicates a voiceover. When the voiceover ends, you end with a chunk D. Chunk D refers to this D link. It knows the voiceover will cover all of the information in between. For italic tags, they must be tagged as italic at the beginning with a closed bracket at the end. Block quotes indent from both sides and are used for longer text and quotes. In this case, you don't need an anchor end. This chunk D doesn't start a new page. It is the only chunk tag that doesn't. Here's another italic with an anchor end. Here are two scripture references. You can see that they each have their own anchor begin and anchor end. They cannot be linked together with just one anchor beginning and one anchor end. Each book of the Bible needs to have its own anchor end and beginning. At the end of a course introduction, we have a chunk C. In the unit introduction, we can make bulleted lists with the asterisk in the menu, or you could do a numbered list using the # tag. This is a graphic with attributes tag. This is the name of the graphic. We always align center and the height and width provided. This is a name that will appear when you scroll over the image online. Bold tags also have an anchor end. Heading tags are not closed with an anchor end. Outlines and objectives are heading 2 under the larger heading 1 of the unit introduction above. Scrolling back down, we can see a left margin option. You would want all of these to be the same, otherwise you will get a very staggered appearance online. At the end of the unit introduction section, we use a chunk U. The lesson introduction is tagged like this. For a lesson note, you put the tag in the black text. This is what the students will click on. The red part is what the computer reads to take the student to the appropriate information. Here's an outline with staggered indentations. That's because preexistence and eternality go under the preexistence of Christ. At the end of the lesson section, you put a chunk L. For each beginning of a topic or subtopic, you use a heading H1C. This shows up as font lesson topic. It reads the line that it's on as well as the next line. At the end of a topic introduction, you use a topic or chunk T. For subtopics, you end with a chunk S. This is a subtopic. You can tell because it says continued, as well as it has an H2 tag giving you the title of that subtopic. This is an article tag. Students will be able to click on Eternal Purpose of Man as a link to an article. The name of this article is Eternal, which is reflected in the article at the very end with the chunk A tag and the file name Eternal. Questions. These can be tagged very simply. You use the CBI. This is a single multiple choice as the author provided. The fourth answer is correct, and there are 4 options. So 4 choices, 4th correct. You then delete what the author told you is the answer and the type of question. Here's the question, and here are the 4 options.